The Curious Kids Club. How are Legos made? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. I am so excited about today's show because today is another episode of the Curious Kids Club. See, we have a club here at Curious Kids Every Day, and it's called the Curious Kids Club. In these special episodes, the kids in the Curious Kids Club get to help me make an episode. So for all the grown-ups listening, if your family wants to join the Curious Kids Club, you can find all the information at supportcuriouskids.com. There, you'll get activity sheets for every new episode of the show, and your kids will get a shout-out on their birthday. And there's all kinds of other fun things too, so go check it out. supportcuriouskids.com. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. Today, I got a question from a kid in the Curious Kids Club about Legos. So we'll answer that first. Then, the Curious Kids Club sent me some really funny jokes that I want to share with you. And finally, I asked the Curious Kids Club to tell me where they're from and what their favorite thing is about where they live. I thought the answers were so interesting, and I want to share them with you. Oh, I also have one other thing to say. It's a really cool thing I want to share with you. Curious Kids Every Day has now received over 1 million downloads. I couldn't believe it when I saw the number. So to all the families that listen every day, I just want to say thank you. Okay, now, here's the question that I got from Lincoln.
How are Legos made?
Ooh, good question, Lincoln. Do you like to play with Legos? We have some of those jumbo Legos. I guess those aren't technically Legos, but the concept is the same. Clicking the plastic pieces on top of each other to build things. When you play with Legos, do you build the sets where you follow the instructions, or do you just have a big pile of Legos and you build whatever you want? I wonder how Legos are made. And those sets. How do they make those sets? Now, how would you describe a Lego? If someone who had never seen a Lego before asked you to explain what a Lego is, what would you say? Well, I would just say a Lego is a little plastic block with bumps on top. There's not much to them. They're just little plastic pieces. But here's the thing. Have you ever thought about this? Making Lego bricks has to be a super precise job because Lego bricks have to fit together the same way every single time. If a Lego brick is even a little bit off, they're unusable. Throw it away. So they have to be made just right. Now, most Lego bricks are made from a tough plastic called ABS. And I'm going to try to pronounce what ABS stands for. And you are soon going to find out why we just call it ABS. Are you ready? Acrylonitrile, butadiene, styrene. I think that's the best I'm going to do. Anyways, that's why we call it ABS. The reason Legos use ABS is because it's really strong, and it keeps its shape really well, and it holds bright colors well. Those are 3 things that are definitely very important when you're making something like a Lego. So here's the process. First, they melt the plastic, and then they squish it into a mold. And once it's cool, they pop it out. That process is called injection molding. That mold they use is like a super detailed metal cookie cutter shape, but for plastic. The mold has the exact shape of the Lego piece, including the bumps on top and the tubes underneath. But here's the part that makes Lego bricks famous. It's that fit. Lego bricks are designed with just the right amount of clutch power, which means they grip each other firmly. But you can still pull them apart with your fingers very easily. Have you ever thought about that? Legos are so cool because they're tight enough that they stick together really well, but loose enough that you can easily snap them apart when you're ready to. This is why the molds and the machines have to be extremely accurate. Every Lego brick you've ever snapped into place, it always feels exactly the same, right? That is a very, very purposeful design. Now, once all those cool shapes are completed, they go into sets. And sets start with designers and builders who are really good at imagining what kinds of cool things you can build with Legos. I don't know if Lego expert is an official job title at Lego, but it definitely should be. Imagine if your entire job was just to imagine cool new things to build with Legos. The designers often build prototypes and then adjust them over and over until it all looks and works just right. Sometimes the sets work with the kinds of Legos that are produced every day, and sometimes custom pieces need to be made. When it's all finalized, they create step-by-step instructions so you can build it too. Finally, the right pieces all get sorted, they're packed into bags, they're put in a box, and then it's shipped to the stores where you can find it and choose which Lego set you want to build. Legos are the result of careful design and very, very precise machines. And they have to be, because, some Lego pieces are so consistent that bricks made today can still connect smoothly with bricks made decades ago. Isn't that amazing? So keep on building. You can start a Lego creation now and not finish it until you're a grown-up. And all those pieces will still snap right into place. Thanks for the question, Lincoln. Okay, now I've got some jokes that I really want to share with you all. Are you ready to hear some jokes? Okay, these were submitted by the kids in the Curious Kids Club. This one is from Everett. Everett says, "What has 4 wheels and flies?" A garbage truck. Michael says, "What is a slug?" A snail with a housing problem. This one is from Gideon. What is Peter Pan's favorite restaurant? He likes Wendy's. This one is from Magnolia. What kind of bow can't be tied? A rainbow. This one is from Annabelle and Eloise. What kind of haircut does a bee get? A buzz cut. This one is from Huck. What trees can fit in your hand? Palm trees. This is from Jordan. What type of brush do bees use? A honeycomb. This one is from Virginia. Why are fish so smart? Because they are in a school. A group of fish is called a school, in case you didn't know that. This is from Emmett. Emmett says, why are pigs the worst drivers? Because they hog the road. This one is from Mary. Why did the banana go to the doctor? Because it wasn't peeling well. This one is from Allie. Why did the boy put candy under his pillow at night? So he could have sweet dreams. This one is from Jack. Why don't you tell a clock your secrets? Because time will always tell. This one is from Bentley. Why is grass so dangerous? Because it's full of blades. And this one is from Jack. Why is it so windy in a baseball stadium? Because of all the fans. The last thing I wanted to do today was share with you some amazing messages I got from the Curious Kids Club. I asked everyone to tell me where you're from and what your favorite thing is about where you live. And this is what you said.
Hello, Josh. My name is Charlie, and I'm 5 years old, and I'm from Taiwan. My favorite thing to do is finding stick bugs outdoor.
My name is Sydney, and I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. My favorite thing about living here is all the great parks.
I live in Ohio. My favorite thing is I get to go fun places like Chuck E. Cheese.
My name is Leelle, and I live in Los Angeles. My favorite thing about where I live is the weather.
I'm from Jupiter, Florida. My favorite thing that about where I live is that it's just so beautiful and there's pretty flowers and trees.
My name is Hayden, and I live in New Jersey. And my favorite thing about where I live is because sometimes it's snowy and sometimes it's sunny, and I have a tree house.
I am from Tennessee, and I love all the nature and hikes we can do together. I live in Charleston, and my favorite thing is going to the beach.
Hi, Josh. I'm from Montreal, Canada. And I like playing in the snow. I love you.
Hi, I'm Apollo from Colorado, and my favorite thing to do around here is go on hikes.
I live in Houston, Texas, and my favorite thing about where I live is my school.
My name is Avery, and I'm from Illinois. And my favorite thing to do in Illinois is go to the Kids Museum.
My name is Penny. I live in Durham, North Carolina. My favorite thing to do here is eating at Durham Pizza Place High Wire.
Hi, Josh. I'm Blakely, and I was born in Tennessee, but I live in Montana. My favorite thing about it is the mountains.
I live in Charleston, and my favorite thing about Charleston is that we have two next-door neighbors.
Hello, my name is Caroline, and I live in South Carolina. I'm 7 years old, and my favorite part about where I live is my two cats. Waffles is my kitten, and Moon Pie is my cat. Bye.
I live in Maryland, and my favorite thing in Maryland is planting carrots.
My name is Elsie, and I live in Wisconsin, and my favorite thing to do in Wisconsin is to play in the snow.
I'm from Bainbridge Island, and my favorite thing to do there is eating and picking figs.
I live in Maryland, and my favorite thing about the state that I live in is that there's mountains and oceans.
Hi, Josh. My name is Eloise, and I live at Canada. My favorite thing about Canada is the Four Seasons. Bye.
My name is Eva, and I'm from Philadelphia, and I love the banana.
I'm from Boston, and I used to like when it snowed a lot. And now I live in North Carolina, and I go out there. I live by the pool.
Hello, my name is Harvey, and I live in Colorado. And my favorite thing about Colorado is how I can see the mountains so easily.
My name is Francisco, and I'm from New York. And my favorite thing about New York is the airplanes that can fly and the juices from the airplanes.
I'm from New Jersey, and my favorite thing is our pool.
Hello, my name's Freddie, and I'm from South Carolina, and I'm 5 years old, and my favorite part of where I live is Kangaroo Jacks.
My name is Eliza Joy, and my favorite thing about where I live is the parks.
I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and what I really like about Pennsylvania is it has a lot of rivers, and the rivers are really, really pretty to me.
I live in Florida, and I'm playing with my beach ball at the beach.
I live in Florida too, and I like diving with my jewels at the pool.
I like marshmallows.
Hi, Jess. I live in Montana, and my favorite thing is sledding down the hill.
I'm from New Jersey, and my favorite thing about where I live is that we've got 18 pets.
I'm Jake, and we live in North America, and my favorite thing is the tree that fell down is our secret hideout now.
Hi, my name is Julia, and I'm from Brazil. My favorite thing from Brazil are the beaches. I like Maryland because I have family and friends.
So, hello, Joss. My name is Kip. I live in D.C., Washington, D.C. I like to see the Potomac River because the water is so beautiful, and I like to go to the Children's Museum because it's really cool, and the Children's Museum is pretty cool. I like it.
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I live in New York City. I love New York City because people come from all over the world, and everybody is welcome.
My name is Lola, and I live in Washington, D.C. The favorite thing that I like to do in Washington, D.C. is go to the pool and go to the museum.
I live in Charleston, and my favorite thing about it is when almost every year it's always warm.
I'm Luca from Virginia, and I live in Virginia, and they have a park named Mount Trashmore. It used to be a landfill, and they turned it into a park named Mount Trashmore.
Hi, I live in Nashville, and my favorite thing that I like about here is that I have a pool at my house.
Hi, Josh. My name is Maisie, and I was born in Tennessee, but I live in Montana. My favorite thing about Montana is the sunset.
I live in Nashville, and also I like at our house because we have a tree fall down at our secret hideout.
My name is Virginia. I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I'm 8 years old, and my favorite thing about where I live is that I have a lot of cousins here and all my friends, and I don't really want to move anywhere else. I like where I live.
My name is Luke. My name's Levi. We're from North Carolina. I like the zoo. I like the mountains.
Hi, my name is Georgia, and I'm from California. And my favorite thing about California is that there's a lake with ducks right next to our house.
I live in Memphis, Tennessee. My favorite thing about where I live is my switch.
I'm from Pennsylvania, and my favorite thing about living in my house is playing with my brother Gavin. I live in Maryland. I like it how the flag is so pretty.
Hi, my name is Savannah, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. And I like about here because I have my family.
Hi, my name is Sephora, and I live in Kingston, New York. My favorite thing about my house is seeing the snow out my window.
My name is Wesley. I'm from Philadelphia. My favorite thing is all the mascots. I come from France. I was born in Bordeaux. My favorite thing to do is to read books, play with my favorite friends,
and go to the park.
Thanks for all those answers, everyone. That was so cool to hear. This was such a fun episode of the show. Thanks to everyone who participated. And to all the grown-ups listening, if your family wants to join the Curious Kids Club, you can do so at supportcuriouskids.com. We'll do the next new episode of the Curious Kids Club 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks on Tuesdays. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And one of the other perks of joining the Curious Kids Club is you get your birthday mentioned on the show, and today's birthdays are Calder, who's from Virginia, and Calder is turning 6. Happy birthday, Calder! It's Emmerich's birthday today as well, and Emmerich is turning 8. Happy birthday, Emmerich! Hallie is from Alberta, Canada, and Hallie is turning 9. Happy birthday, Hallie! And Enzo is from Oregon, and Enzo is turning 6. Happy birthday, Enzo. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.